The Dungeon Tile Connector Kit is for connecting our Series 1 Dungeon Tiles with our Series 2 tabletop ready pre-painted or pre-printed Dungeon Tiles. And so really the major change there has been the corner connection mechanism under version 2. They're just squared off columns, so it gives them a lot more versatility, whereas under the old system there was a kind of intricate connecting mechanism. And so in essence at the end of each of the walls you had this kind of corner that locked in. So what we've done for those people who have got the original tile set who want to then move into the tabletop ready stuff is we've made this corner here, and as you can see it's got a groove in it, and this is what happens is you take this piece and you slide it in, which then makes it compatible with all of the walls from Series 2. So you don't need hundreds of these because basically you just need these where you're connecting your Series 1 dungeon up with your Series 2 tiles. And so we basically have a sheet that looks like this, which has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 connectors on it, which we think's more than enough. Just going to quickly put one together so you see how it works, and I've got two pieces here which I've prepared earlier. So you have a top. Now this top's got a groove in it, as you can see there, and then you have a base which has a small slot in it. Now that groove and that slot need to be above each other. So I'm going to take some glue, and basically I've already pre-glued that one, so you put some glue on it. The corners, or the sides, and I'm going to show this here so as you can see, they have a tiny, so the two long faces, sorry, go back to parts. Parts are a short face, two long faces, and two small L-shaped pieces. The two wide sides have got a little divot cut in the top of them. Now those divots need to face each other, right? And they need to be at the top. So the bit with the grey printing is the top. So the way I'm going to put this together is I've got my groove, two long walls into that spot, making sure that the little divot is at the top here, and you'll see why that's the case in a moment. Then take the top and basically slide that in. Now I'm just holding that together with my thumb and forefinger, and then slide the back in. Now once that back's in, the whole thing's actually quite rigid. Then these two L-shaped pieces basically go in there for one of them, and the other one on the other side, like that. Now my suggestion is going to be, just tap them out, that you run a bead of glue down each of the faces here. I've got way too much on that side, but then I can basically just slot that in. A trap for young players on this is just make sure that the top and the bottom stay firm when you put these side pieces in, because they have a tendency to pop off, which you don't want to have happen. Now if you've been careful with, whoops, see, like there goes the back. Now if you've been careful with how much glue you put in the middle, by pushing these out to the sides, I should then be able to take this and actually just slot it in. And if I haven't got glue on it, I could actually leave it like that to dry, or alternatively if I've got a bit of glue on it, now that I've got it in, it's square and the two side pieces are right, I can leave it like that. The reason I'm suggesting that is here's one that's dried. So I want to make sure that that width there, so the groove width, is wide enough for this to easily move in and out. Now I've tried to give it quite a lot of tolerance, so it's probably got 1/2 mil right either side, so it's got a little bit of wiggle room in there, but you don't want to, if you've painted these, you don't want to have to slide them in and scratch the paint off them. So that's the idea of that. So that's our corner system, which is designed to link version 1 Dungeon Tiles to our new tabletop ready version 2 Dungeon Tiles.